Life is full of ups and downs, and sometimes we'll go through really tough times. It's those times when things don't go as planned and we get upset, disappointed, or frustrated. I think it's totally fine to have some bad days. I have those days too. And I think it's okay if we don't feel like studying sometimes, but of course it's not okay if we feel demotivated all the time. I don't know if you've experienced this, but there are days when I feel super motivated. I jump out of bed, eager to run to my desk and study for hours without feeling bored or tired. But there are also days when I don't feel like doing anything, when I feel like a failure, disappointed in myself for not being good enough or not trying hard enough. I want to make a video about study motivation because I know that I will need it someday in the future. And in this video, I'm going to share with you 4 tips that helped me go through bad days and have more motivation to study even when I don't feel like it. Tip number 1, don't be so hard on yourself and remember to appreciate small efforts. The first thing I do whenever I don't feel like studying is remind myself that it's okay to take a break. It's okay to have a day off, and it's totally fine to forget about my study goals or my IELTS goals for a little while and just lie down and do nothing. One of the main reasons I don't feel like studying is because I take things for granted and forget to appreciate small wins. I often get overwhelmed when looking at my yearly goals and then feel stressed when I realize that, oh my god, I'm too far away from where I should be. I think I focus too much on my long-term goals and ignore all the small efforts I make every day. I think sometimes we get frustrated about not achieving the IELTS score we need, but forget to feel proud of the 15 minutes we spend learning new words on our way to school. We forget all the days when we get up a bit earlier to finish a writing assignment, or days when we skip our naps to listen to one more IELTS listening audio. So now, whenever I feel demotivated, I take a deep breath and tell myself that, hey, you did well today, sweetheart. It's okay to take a break and enjoy the movie that you haven't had the time to watch because of those late nights studying. Tip number 2, be grateful for what you have and stop complaining. Sometimes I don't feel like studying because I don't like the subject and I start complaining about everything. Why is IELTS writing so difficult? How am I supposed to do this? Whenever I feel like this, I go on YouTube and watch a documentary series called Most Dangerous Ways to School. These children often go to bed hungry, get up super early the next morning, cross deadly rivers, mountains, and forests, travel miles under the scorching sun or torrential downpours, and it usually takes them hours or even days to get to school. They don't have Wi-Fi, they don't have a computer, they don't even have a backpack. Yet, they don't complain. So why do I complain? I have everything. I have a laptop, I have an iPhone, I have an internet connection that helps me enroll in online courses. There's a saying, be thankful for what you have. You have no idea how many people would love to have what you've got. So watching those motivational documentaries helps me appreciate studying more and gives me more motivation to get to my desk. Tip number 3, write it all down. Another thing that I do when I don't feel like studying is write down my thoughts. Sometimes we can't find our motivation to study because there's too much in our minds that stops us from seeing a bigger picture and finding the motivation we need to keep going. In this case, I'll pull out a blank piece of paper and start writing everything down. What is actually bringing me down? Am I stressing me out because I set unrealistic expectations? Am I comparing myself to others? Am I spending too much time on social media? Is there anything I can do about it? I usually feel a lot better after writing everything down. It helps me see what is robbing my motivation, how to keep my spirit high, to get through bad days, and how to stay motivated to study an important subject that I have no interest in. Tip number 4, don't let negative thoughts consume you. If we feel discouraged and demotivated all the time, it may be because we are exposed to too much negativity. Try to stay away from negative people who want to destroy your hope and take away your motivation. Yes, I know it's easier said than done. I know that it's very hard to stay away from negativity when we have access to the internet 24/7. We open Facebook, leave a comment asking for advice about IELTS, and someone replies, "You can't do it." You post a video speaking English on YouTube and someone leaves rude comments mocking your accent. You post a picture of your study notes and someone sends you a message making fun of your handwriting. Those negative comments and messages make us focus on our weaknesses and imperfections. They make us forget all the effort and sacrifices we made to get where we are today. They make us feel weak. It feels like the end of the world. Whenever I find myself spending too much time on social media and reading too much negativity, I put my phone down, close my laptop, go outside and go for a walk with my dogs. And then, when I get back, I'll find something positive to read, watch, or listen to. A quote, a book, a movie, a podcast, or anything that can help me get back the motivation I need to get through all the negative thoughts in my head and continue moving forward. So those are some of the things that I do when I lose the motivation to study. I hope that this video gives you a bit of motivation to get through a rough day or a bad week, to keep going when you want to give up.